Welcome to the stream, boys. হ্যালো হ্যালো কথা শোনা যাইতেছে নাকি? হ্যালো, সাউন্ড ক্লিয়ার আসতেছে? হ্যালো, সাউন্ড ক্লিয়ার আসতেছে কিনা? হ্যালো, এখন ঠিক আছে? ওকে, পারফেক্ট 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 পারফেক্ট। দেখতে হ্যালো, আরে রোনালদো অপোনেন্টের স্কোরটা ভালো আছে, খারাপ না। ওর ফরমেশনটা এই ফরমেশনটা আগে খেলতাম ওর ফরমেশন ডিফেন্সটা একটু লো লাগে আমার কাছে এই ফরমেশন এই জন্য আর কি ইউজ করা হয় না এই ফরমেশন
Madrid can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Mbappe. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Madrid with the corner.
ইংলিশে ভিডিও দেখে সব এর জন্য তো ইংলিশে এত নাম্বার পাইছে
Well, there's the clearance.
ব্রিটিশ ভিডিও বেশি দেখতে ফেলছে
Neymar looks to go up and over. Adams gets over and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Neymar, nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Messi. That's a good one he's making there.
আরে একটা নাইস শুট দিতে পারলাম একটা
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a nicely measured pass. He's shifting through the gap. Luis Suarez! Goal! Manchester United! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neymar. Mendes picks it up out wide.
That
was always going to be the keepers. That's the throw. Rodri. Bellingham. And it's Neymar. Aimed in towards the centre. Quality ball. So what can they make of this? And here's Neymar.
Mbappe. Are nice. Correct tackle this opponent. Mbappe. Are Allah.
He's got away with one there.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Rodri, Beckenbauer, and Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Messi. Half-time whistle goes. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the
pass,
balance of
shoot.
your team. I mean, you
Killer
want to get
একটা
back
shoot
in it
দিতে
as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He's being chased here by
Yeah,
an
this is it.
unwelcome guest.
71,898.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Suarez. Suarez finds himself offside. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
একটা কাল শুট দেখেছি
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
ডিফেন্ডার
Well,
গুলো
I think the
যেভাবে লাগাইছে
opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Danger averted for now. That'll be a throw.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value
Allah,
in this
super.
game might just take off from here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rummenigge. Rodri. Rummenigge.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pinches it off him. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Alexander-Arnold.
গোল গোল গোল
He's found a way through.
গোল
Great chance!
আস্তা আল্লাহ
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
কি ছিল ভাই এটা আল্লাহ
Substitutions
ভালো
taking
লাগছে
place.
বলে কিছু বলার নেই
Rodri. Got a shot away!
Has been indicated.
No, he's missed it. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. Rice.
আরে
Added
চেষ্টা
time is
করছিলাম
up,
ফালতু
and there goes the whistle. Quite a
অনেকগুলো
game,
চান্স
and
পাইছে
one
এত
that was
বাজে ভাবে
always on
শুট
a knife
দিছে
edge until the very final
স্ট্রাইকার
whistle.
গুলা
No
মেসি
shortage
এটা
of
কি শুট
endeavour,
দিল লাস্টে
effort, at times effervescence, but just one
And a
goal
quick
to show
reminder
for all
today
of that.
that parking in the area around the stadium
Your
is
reflections
strictly
then, Jim.
forbidden.
Well, the
Please
way
use
the
parking
manager has
provided by
stormed
the
down
club
the
or any
tunnel
other paid
lends
parking
itself to
facilities in
an
the
almighty
area.
telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
মতো ভালো খেলছে মেসি কি দেখো 5 রেটিং বলে মেসি ছি ওপোনেন্টের সুয়ারেজ ভালো খেলছে ফার্স্ট ম্যাচই লুজ, ব্যাড স্টার্ট আজকে। Next match. Batista. এবার হাফ টাইমের পর এমবাপ্পের উঠে আর রোনালদোরে দিয়ে দেব। ওই জায়গায় অনেকগুলো চান্স পাই, এমবাপ্পে ফিনিশ করতে পারতেছে না ভালো মতো।
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. It's loose, who's going to get there? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Gets his head to it!
হেডটা কই মারতে ওই না, হেডই মারা দরকার ছিল না।
Did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
And it's Messi.
আল্লাহ আল্লাহ,
That's a look
কি বলে
and
গেল
plays it forward. That is
না, এই জায়গায়
Stutter!
কালটা মারা ভুল করছে।
Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Modric. Great ball if he can get there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, super
Mbappe.
find. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Costa Curta makes the interception. That is good alertness. Looking for the run. Still goalless.
যা, এটা গোল দিতে না পারলে আল্লাহ, কি রে ভাই, এটা কি ছিল?
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
এ কাউন্টার অ্যাটাকে গোলটা খাইলো। বাঁচিস।
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an
এটা
awful
কি
lot wrong,
বলছে
to be
মিস
honest.
করলাম ভাই। Shit.
Rudiger clears it away. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. So what can they make of this? Fernando Torres.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that could well leave a mark. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. De Ligt.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe.
Now it's Mbappe. And the
Carl.
shot! What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Save this.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid have their second corner now. Bellingham. And now a sudden chance to counter. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nuno Mendes. To the final 5 minutes of the first half. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
It will be 1 minute at a time.
And he's managed to get free. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Yeah, opponent কি করতেছে এটা?
Messi!
তাহলে কি করবে?
A really close shave, and the last action of the first
গোল দাও
half.
একটা ব্রো কবির
As if we
হ্যাঁ
needed
ভাই
reminding,
দিতেছি চেষ্টা
no easy
করতেছি
games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward
চেষ্টা
from where they
চলতেছে
were
ভাই
45 minutes ago,
যাওয়ার
but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Both sides defensively robust up to
এটা
now.
কি ছিল
Big chance!
এ শাবাশ বাঘের বাচ্চা
It's a quick ball upfield. Neymar. Now it's Bellingham. Now that looks a decent
নাইস
ball.
হেড বলটা
Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan
Great
here.
ball if he can get there. And Messi!
গেমের সাউন্ডের জন্য
really
তোমার কাছে
good
আসতেছে না
tenacity.
আচ্ছা দাঁড়াও গেমের সাউন্ডটা কমাই দিই এইবার আসার কথা
Madrid have their third corner. Nuno Mendes. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
বক্স টু বক্স কি ছিল বক্স টু বক্স হয়ে দিয়ে থাকবে বাকি
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Batistuta. Number 22, Modric.
This is it then,
Coming on the
now
field.
or never.
Number
Here's
18,
Messi.
Mbappe.
No, that's been intercepted.
Number 7,
That's just playing it safe and simple.
substitution in progress.
Nicely intercepted. Works it forward.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
রুমি
Showing
Rumi?
great feet there.
রোনালদো হেড
He's found a way through.
আরে বাইসাইকেল মারছিল
Terrific effort. Well, That's really well cleared. Nuno Mendes.
Ronaldo.
Van Balten
Are
getting this one clear.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late
Allah
steal
double
here.
touch take to jump.
There will be
Might be danger here.
time.
And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So Jim
ভালো
Mackey
খেলেছিল
reflects on
এতগুলো
what we've
অ্যাটাক
seen.
দিলাম
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one
তারপরও
team
গোল
might
দিতে
be
পারলাম না
happier, but at the final
অ্যাটাকের
reckoning,
উপর
it's
অ্যাটাক
honest
দিচ্ছি
even, and
তারপরও
no
গোল হয়নি
complaints.
ইন্ডিয়ান লাগতেছে প্লেয়ারটা নিশাল রয়
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator.
সাউন্ড কি এখন ক্লিয়ার আসতেছে নাকি এখন একটু বাড়ায় দিছে আমার সাউন্ডটা ম্যাচ পড়তেছে না ম্যাচ last ম্যাচ পেরে গেছে আমাদের অমিত হাসান আল্লাহ রুদ্রিকে দেখি পুরা খারাপ কন্ডিশন অ্যাডামসন ইতিহাসের অবস্থাও ভালো না আমার কাছে আর ওই যে ডিস্টোর এমবাপ্পের পরোটা রোনালদোরা ভাই আগে আর বেলিংহাম আগের ম্যাচে যে বাজে খেলছে ভিয়েরারা ডাবাই দিকে ভালো ভালো অপারেটর স্কোয়াড এই বাইরা
Well, they say football's
Madam.
only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. As you can see, we've already... That is wildly off target.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
He's done very well to take that back. We expected better, and so did he. Perfectly measured that.
Shit.
He's picked his way through.
Shit.
Decent hit.
Ooh, what a save.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
Ronaldo.
He exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Well, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Pinches it off him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Nice. Nice. Ooh.
There it is!
Correct double this name.
Breakthrough
Perfect double যাচ্ছিল.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be
Pass
cautious
ish.
for now.
Cafu. Inter Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand...
Chance!
Allah, our goal ki to bhai pura je save ditas.
And he's in on goal. And that's real chance!
Allah, goal ki de korta paaya bhai korta top.
Well read, nice interception.
Neymar can't.
It's Neymar!
Ooh.
He scores!
Hi, Neymar ja goal dita sir, korta je save dita sir, pura yago.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it.
Nice.
Now they have it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar!
ভালো একটা শুট ছিল.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this.
Big header!
কে হেড দিছে? মেসি
That's
ভাই.
caused a worry or two.
মেসি?
And Messi!
Yes.
They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
পাস দিয়ে দিলে ভালো
Half
হতো.
time.
আমি
So
ভাবছি
no
কি এরা দিয়ে
shortage of
শুট দেবো,
thrills,
এটা
no
ঠিক আছে.
shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Madrid 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. So we're just settling back into this second half. Strong running down that left flank. The fullback is in acres of space here.
Messi বলে দিকে ধরে বলটা দিল
Bellingham. De Bruyne. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. Inter Milan finding their passes. That's an excellent interception.
আরে Bellingham এর বল দিয়ে দিছি shit nice save.
And he's done very well to deal with it.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And now they can spring out of defence.
আরেকটু পরে দিল
Great defending, strong and determined. Inter Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Smartly reclaimed.
Messi
Laid back
Vieira
in. And the shot's on here.
goal
It's there.
চারটা
Well, there is your superstar. His first since his much publicised arrival.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
It's become a case of men
আবার
against boys.
Messi বল ধরতে পারবো না
Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Costa
Costa.
Curta carries the ball down the right.
Vieira
And it's Vieira.
সেরে এবারে সামনে দাঁড়ায় আছে
Kimmich. De Bruyne. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their
Vieira.
front players stay up
Neymar.
front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the
আরে ভাই
opposition
উপর দিয়ে
that
পাস দিল
they're
বলে
setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
75 minutes played. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking them out of the
Mendes.
game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Neymar.
কর্নার হয়েছে গেছে
Substitution for Inter. Number 14, De Bruyne. Number 8, Joshua Kimmich.
বাইরে হয়ে গেছে অপোনেন্ট
Number 23, Neymar.
well played এই ফুটবলে ভালো একটা রোনালদোর কাট কি দেয় না দেয়নি তো মনে হয় বেশিরভাগ মেসির কার্ডই দেয় মেসির কার্ড মানে কিছু একটা হইলেই মেসির কার্ড দিয়ে দেয় রোনালদোর কার্ড দিতেই যায় না মেন্ডিস কার্ডটা ভালোই লাগলো কার্ডটা পায় ভালো হয়েছে মানে যতটুকু এক্সপেক্ট করছিলাম তার থেকে অনেক ভালো খেলে এই মেন্ডিস কার্ডটা
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. They action has already started. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Allah pass করে দিল।
Looking for the runner.
Oh no.
Oh, he's through the middle.
Oh no.
He's picked his
Oh
way
no.
through.
বেঁচে গেলাম।
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one
Messi.
midfielder.
Oh, what a class!
Allah.
He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
কি ছিল এটা ভাই? জাস্ট একটা টুকা দেবে। একটা টুকাও যদি না দিতে পারে।
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that.
ওটা দিয়ে লাইটে দিয়ে কি করতেছ?
And he welcomes it in. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's been won straight back. He's gone for goal.
ওই থেকে শুপার্স।
And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for
Messi.
options for movement.
Messi.
He's found a way through.
Messi.
Messi!
Allah.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's a sweet ball that. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shot a goal!
Yes, final.
He's delivered all right!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Messi. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's
Nice.
Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe!
শুটটা পারফেক্ট হবে।
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe.
There will be one
Mbappe
added time.
unable to make it happen.
Oh
for all his
no,
good
mistake.
intentions.
Ooh.
And it's
Nice.
half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
And a quick announcement for the
I
benefit
thought that
of
was a
anyone who
decent
has found
45
themselves
minutes of
a little
football,
lost
plenty of
today.
signs
Bellingham
that
উঠে
both
দেবে।
managers can
ভিআর
take
না ভাই
a lot of
আদিলে ভাই
encouragement from. I would say the mood
ফালতু
is
বলতেছে
neither
বেলিংহাম
overly negative nor
কয়েকটা বস্তু।
positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid are in at half-time with a...
এবার কাল
He's gone for
ও
goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
De Ligt cuts out the pass. Nuno Mendes. And it's Neymar. And here's Bellingham.
তোর বেলিংহাম তো বলই রাখতে পারতেছে না পায়।
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready
ওরে
now
পাস
to
দিয়ে দিলাম
recycle.
হয়তো।
And they have got just the right players for that. Chips it through. Bellingham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football
Just,
still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Ruben Diaz calmly anticipates. Oh, there's a probing ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Costa Corta.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi.
Now it's Messi.
Mbappe.
Might be danger here. And the
Goal,
shot!
yes.
Really well taken goal.
ভালো অ্যাটাক ছিল।
And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority,
Neymar.
Peter, why not push on and
আরে
totally kill
যেতে
this
যাবে
off?
না।
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. No way through. Oh, he's onto
Oh,
this.
no.
York!
এই কি করতেছে এগুলো? অপোনেন্ট
Costa Corta.
ভালো কয়েকটা চান্স পেয়েছে কিন্তু মিস করে দিস।
Neymar. Nice bit of trickery.
ভাই
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aim forwards. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that has put paid to that. And it's played forward. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
ফিনিশ।
And that is as far as it goes. Madrid can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise.
Stands located by the
Neymar
gates.
taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
ভালো একটা ম্যাচ ছিল। ফোনে মনে পুরো আগুন ধরে যাবো যে অবস্থা পুরো হিট হয়ে আছে। আগুন ধরে যাবো মনে হচ্ছে। Matchmaking successful. Let me cook. Opponent is got the overpower like this. Shit, bhai. যেটা বললাম Neymar 105 Johan Cruyff Sergio अबे वीआर रे नाम दी भाई ये बेलिंघम पूरा बाजे बाकी सभी ठीक है सर कैसे चेंज कर लगेगा oh keep your opponent they exit this lol 3 point boys देखिए फिर लॉन्ग बॉल काउंटर है वेरा टॉप ऐसे
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much
Los
riding on
Angeles
it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. Nuno Mendes.
Neymar.
Plenty of space here. Neymar.
Mbappe.
Cleared without hesitation. Messi hurtling down that right flank. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
It's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Neymar, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but...
Has a goal! No mistake!
Duel Ridiculous.
They have done it again!
Defense low with this
We
one.
knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
और नेस्ता हमारे उठते दी था ना.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Strong running down that left flank. Neymar. And he's whipped, and it's a mighty effort.
कोई मान लो इधर भाई.
Good delivery. but no joy.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And it's Batistuta. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he cuts out the supply. Nuno Mendes. Messi. And it's Neymar. Mendes calmly anticipates. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And he's there to retrieve it. Vieira. Messi. Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. And we hit half-time.
After his
Some first-half thoughts?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Attendees, this is a
dual leaders
children's
already.
announcement.
Allah.
Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing,
Wrong
I
timing
suppose.
it.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Griezmann.
Shit.
And he's searching through. Great shot!
Another one.
And it's there!
लाल मैच तो पूरा हाथ में चला है.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And the header! Keeper's got its work done.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? And that interception was most necessary. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Messi. Guardiola. Griezmann. Now it's Batistuta. He's got away. Great hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. And Neymar. Fiddles it through. He could be in here. Oh, what a mistake!
Mistake.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Now the finish!
Astaghfirullah, bhai. Shit!
Brilliant save.
Shit!
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi clears. Costa Curta. Nice control. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Look at the space here. Hits one. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Neymar, he has found a way through. Vieira. That's gone for a throw-in. That has not gone well.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. Now it's Griezmann. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Sticks away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That is a super...
बाजे का मैच पूरा बाजे hills.
Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can...
Opponent France. Rodri Rice দুইজনের দেখে অবস্থা খারাপ.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mbappe! Oh, this is a very good run. In comes the corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Oh no. It's a
mighty effort!
completely
wrong. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Mbappe. Got a shot away. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power, and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the
Arey,
greatest defenders of
ball
his
is
time.
good.
What's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game, and all done with immaculate discipline.
Oh
Look,
no.
it's a run to...
Opponent কি সিদ্ধান্ত আছে
Lovely take, but
এই
that is where
চান্স
it
ভালো
stops.
চান্স পেতেছে কিন্তু
Lamine Yamal
কেমন লাগে
deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nuno Mendes. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact,
এটা
a
কি
shot
দিতে
of any
পারতেছে
type.
না আবার
Quick look, then plays it in,
মেসি
and he's there to get it away.
ডি লাইট অনেক গোল বলতেছে
No, it's not getting there. Neymar. Beckenbauer simply refused to be outdone there. Mbappe.
Shit, man. Oh.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. France have their second corner now.
A script, bro.
Neymar tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass has been
Bro,
well
what the
intercepted.
hell?
That has not gone well. Oh, well played, well sorted out. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a decent clearance. Modric! And that is wildly off target.
Modric knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Conte. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he can clear it away.
আল্লাহ আমার বলটা ধরতে পারে
minutes has been indicated.
Rodri. Short changes him with that pass. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy
Pura
games at
different
this
player.
level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45
Half-time to
minutes
Pura
ago.
different
It is
with
far
the
from
players.
lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution for France. Number 8, Mbappe.
Here we go again then.
14, Yamal.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want war. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Coming on the field, number 17, Son
Kante
Heung-min.
did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Number 21, De Bruyne.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the
Offside.
execution was lacking. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rodri. Showing great feet there. Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Costa Curta cuts out the pass.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball. France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
কই দিল বল এটা
Nice routine save.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
France have their third corner. Mendes with the clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. That's been intercepted. That is a little undercooked. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Shit.
He won't be happy with that one. Played out to the right. Pass is just off target. Nicely aimed pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nuno Mendes. That's a shade optimistic. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And here's Messi.
Messi goal Allah
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
He's looking to set free a runner. Rodri. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Messi
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, they deserve
Messi,
an
Messi,
awful lot of
Messi,
credit for their
Messi.
commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
কারা শটটা মারতে পারলো Oh
Son
no
Heung-min.
Variety is the spice of
Yes.
footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Spread neatly. Messi. Well seen. Saw that come. Neymar! A real chance and a real let-off.
টাইমও নাই আবার জোরে জোরে
Substitution.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
There's a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness. Costa Curta. Always onto this. Oh, such a clever touch.
কাল
Shapes the shot.
আরে
And that was the final act of the game. A nearly game until the very end.
অনেক হার্ড
And
গেম
it
গেছে
finishes 0-0.
এটাকে
So
উপরে
a
অ্যাটাক
tough one
দিতেছে
to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the
I'd like
outcome
to draw your attention
inevitable.
to the screen right now for information
Your
on
final
our
thoughts,
shuttle
Jim?
bus service.
Listen, the more this game went on...
Let's go another one.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Just joining us, we are already underway.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice.
Neymar on a charge down the left.
Vieira bold होता है बड़ा.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Neymar, shit.
Now that's well seen too. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's going to go a long way. Now it's Neymar.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Schneider.
Messi.
This is chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was very
Mbappe.
Well, now it's a race for
Messi.
the ball. In for the pieces!
Yes.
It's in!
Finally.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here.
Mbappe. Allah, bahar bole.
Right. Mendes clears. And that's been
Nice.
drilled in.
Carl.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
There will be 1 minute added time.
আর আমি তো ডাবল টাচ দিছিলাম হলো না বল
Osimhen.
যা নেইমার এ বল ধরতে পারবে
There's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides. At half-time, it is 1-0.
To tell you that we were expecting
Some
traffic
first
to
half
be heavy
thoughts?
after
Setting
Well, I
it
think
up
there's
to
plenty
third.
to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Madrid head in, having made the crucial breakthrough. And to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A
What?
solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
এটা কি ছিল ভাই টাইম
we have our very first corner. Can he find the finish?
What?
And it's in.
Shit, bhai.
Manchester
Clear করতে
United
পারলাম না।
are back on level terms with a predatory goal.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And here's Mbappe, shapes to shoot.
Allah, কিছু একটা দিছে।
And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nuno Mendes. Oh, played right into his path.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing
Who's
you
the
turning, which
passer?
can open up many possibilities.
Neymar.
Ball clear করতে হবে।
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he cuts out the supply.
সে বলটা তো
Manchester
একটা কাজে
United
যেত।
appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Messi.
লল লল
Oh no, what? There's the
লল
shot!
yes.
It's in! And again they hit the front. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And now they can clear their lines. He's gone for goal!
ভাই ভাই
Neymar. He's played him through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
আমার সাবস্টিটিউট করা দরকার। উঠাইতে ইচ্ছা করতেছে না গাড়ি। ভিআর উঠে দিই।
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Vieira. Coming on to replace him is number 13, Bellingham.
Schneider is in a really good position out wide. Oh, well played, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bellingham.
Bastoni. Nuno Mendes. Koundé cuts out the pass.
নেইমার
Interesting ball. That's
নেইমার
beautifully weighted.
নেইমার আরে ভাই ডাবল টাচটা দিলে ভালো হতো।
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Just eases him off the ball.
4 added minutes. has been
Communication
indicated.
breakdown there, it seems.
ও নো
Great.
শিট ভাই লল
It's
that
in. We thought it was over.
Last
It's all
moment they will
square
fail.
once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show.
And that is that.
আবার ড্র।
So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a win.
7টা শট অন টার্গেট
Mbappe
এর মধ্যে জাস্ট
taking
দুইটা
in the
গোল বল।
accolades, having been named
And
man
we'd
of the
like to
match,
inform you now that
and
the latest
deservedly so.
travel information is currently being...
মেন্ডিস পুরো ফাটাই দিতেছে এই উইকে। দুইটা জাস্ট একটা ওয়েট হলে তাহলে ডিভিশন 3 opponent পড়ে গেছে Arabian Messi top opponent attack তো পুরা মারাত্মক ডিফেন্সটা একটু লুজ তিনটা ডিফেন্ডার জাস্ট আর ওই জায়গায় আবার পাঁচটা ডিফেন্ডার দেখা যাক কেক জিতে
Madrid can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations?
চেঞ্জ অফ ফরমেশন ভাই ফরমেশনটা কি খারাপ আমার তো ভালোই লাগে এই ফরমেশনে ডিফেন্স তো ভালোই কোন ফরমেশন নিতে বলতেছেন আপনার কাছে আরো ভালো ফরমেশন থাকলে সাজেস্ট করতে পারেন আমি ইউজ করে দেখব
So that's got things underway. Madrid cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Vieira.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Goal? Yes. Goal.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence
defense
felt.
low,
And here we
low,
are,
low.
early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away.
আমার
They
প্লেয়ারগুলো
haven't been
জাস্ট খোলা
promoted
মারতে
just
আছে
yet.
পুরো কাল আর কতগুলো প্লেয়ার দি সবগুলারে আয়না ফেলেছে ডিফেন্স দিয়ে
Nuno Mendes, and here's Neymar.
এটা ফাউল
Neymar is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
নাকাল
There's
শুট
not
আছে
much
কারো
doubt that this will be played into the penalty area.
সিরে দেখ রয় দিতে পারে এখান থেকে গোল দিতে পারবো না মানে ভালো একটা শট ছিল
Oh, the keeper's had to be at his best. That was a wicked hit.
Oh, that was stunning. He judged that beautifully.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Punched away. There's the clearance. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
নেইমার কালারে ডাবল টাচটা দিয়ে কাল দিল হলো
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see
কই
of him.
মারলাম এটা শেষ
He's
हम तो गए কাপ से ফালতু একটা মিস্টেক করছি ভাই ছি
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
আল্লাহ বলটা গেলেই হয়েছিল
He's going to be disappointed with that.
নেইমার আল্লাহ
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yes, great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Adams spots it and intercepts. That has been cut short. Cafu, and he's intervened well there. It's gone for a throw-in. Cafu, he's in plenty of space here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's a sweet ball that. He can run onto that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's played forward. Cafu.
আমরা এই সাইডটা বারবার খালি পড়তেছে
A really close shave and the last action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're into the second 45. Vieira. Air Force Club upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. And a header!
কি গোলটা দিল এরা
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid.
And Messi! Well, they're in for the pieces. There's a goal! Oh, huge goal. Massive goal. They hit the reset button, and we're back where we were. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't
এবার
save them
নেইমারের
this
সাইডে
time.
পুরা খালি
Well, still
বসতেছে
had to be
লল
finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
This is quite a battle.
Coming on to
Well,
replace him
there's
is
resilience for you,
number
Peter.
25.
As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can
ম্যান
go one better, possibly.
টার্গেটিং ম্যান কই গেল নেইমার নেইমার কোন সাইড নেইমার হলো লেফট সাইডে, এই সাইডে পরে আরবি, ডিফেন্স 1, কিং হলো ডিফেন্স 2, কিং হলো এই সাইডে কে, Udep. Arcus. Changes.
Oh, this looks sharp. This interception, his positioning was spot on. It's a goal kick. Cafu gathers from the goal kick. David Villa. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Interesting ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Yes. It
is feisty, frenetic, frantic, and the fortunes have flipped. They want this. They really want it.
Well, I for one didn't see this coming, Peter, but it's made for a fantastic spectacle. The big question now, what do you do from a game management perspective? Stick or twist? Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That pass isn't the best. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Messi is there to clear. That's an excellent interception. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Neymar. Number 9, Mbappe. Coming on
Messi
the field.
hurtling down that right
24,
flank. He's found a way through.
Junior.
He is just caressing the ball.
Danielson.
Well played.
Yes.
And that is as far as it goes.
Win,
A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party.
Security staff for each block.
Final thoughts, Jim?
What a game, what a performance. And right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover or worse? I just think we should offer our congratulations.
Let's go Division 2. Formation কি চেঞ্জ করব নাকি second.